Good afternoon, Pastor Jerry here from Crossroads Church, Cleburne. It's time for our daily reading, and as today is Friday, I'm going to do a daily reading from what I'm preaching on this weekend. And this weekend, I'm going to introduce the congregation to Matthew. Matthew is one of the apostles, and he wrote the first gospel in the first book of the New Testament that we see, and it's called appropriately Matthew. And what we're going to look at is the calling of Matthew, and that's in Matthew 9. So I'm going to read that to you now. If you would, sit back or pull open your Bible and open it to Matthew 9:9, or follow on the screen, or sit back and listen as I read Matthew 9:9 through 13. Let me pull it up here for you quickly. Okay, here we go. The calling of Matthew. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. "Follow me," he told him, and Matthew got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they asked his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with the tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have come, I have come to call the righteous, not the sinners." And that's what we're going to go over. That's what I'm going to be preaching on this Sunday. And the great thing about Matthew that we're going to see about Matthew, the title of the sermon this Sunday is Accepting the Unacceptable. And Jesus has a way of doing that. He has a way of seeing us differently than other people see us, and even differently than we see ourselves a lot of times. And he accepts us in. If we would call on him and if we would receive him into our lives, he accepts us into himself. And so many times people will say, well, if God only knew what I did or what I thought or what I said, or we relate God to the way that other people treat us, that if God knew, then he wouldn't accept us, because if people knew, they wouldn't accept us. But that's so not true. That is not true. See, God knows every thought that you've ever had. He knows every word that you spoke and every word that you didn't speak. And he knows every action that you took and every motivation that you had. And he accepts you. He loves you because he created you. And he wants to receive you into his kingdom. And he wants to receive you into himself. But when we miss the mark, when we miss the calling of God or God's will in our life, we call that sin. And sin keeps us apart from God. And it's our own decision to not receive Jesus' sacrificial work on the cross that keeps us apart from God. You see, Jesus loved us so much that he died on the cross for us. He received us, he accepted us, and he died on the cross for us, paying the price for our sin. And if we'll receive that, then God will receive us into himself. So I pray that you would receive Jesus Christ or receive him anew into your life, that you would look at those areas of your lives that you don't think is acceptable to God, and look at them and then take them to the cross and let go of them. Let go of them. God will take them and he'll redeem you from them, and you can be in a full relationship with him. You can feel the fullness of his love, and you can share that love with others. It's an incredible life, I promise you. It's something worth living. So I pray that you are encouraged by this, that you have a blessed day, that you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. May God bless you and keep you till then. Know that I love you and praying for you until we see each other again.